In 1978, Minnesota quarterback Fran Tarkenton threw a 5-yard touchdown pass to wideout Ahmed Rashad with 10 seconds left in regulation, and the Vikings and Green Bay Packers ended in a 10-10 tie. In 2013, Green Bay quarterback Matt Flynn rallied the Packers from a 23-7 deficit and helped them forge a 26-26 tie with the Vikings. Now, for the third time in the 116 meetings between these arch-rivals, they finished in a tie. Minnesota kicker Daniel Carlson missed a 35-yard field goal on the final play of overtime, and Packers kicker Mason Crosby missed a 52-yard field goal on the final play of regulation. The result was Green Bay and Minnesota left Lambeau Field Sunday extremely unfulfilled following a 29-29 tie. "It doesn't feel great," Packers quarterback Aaron Rodgers said. "It's nice not to have a loss on the record right now, but disappointing. We found a lot of ways to give that one away." Here a look at the Packers winners and losers from Sunday. Winner: QB Aaron Rodgers. Rodgers suffered a knee sprain in Week 1 against Chicago and was questionable throughout the week. Rodgers practiced for the first time all week Saturday. Was crisp according to head coach Mike McCarthy. Then played well against the Vikings' vaunted defense. "I thought Aaron played a very good game," McCarthy said. "We felt they were going to be aggressive coming into the game, a little more pressure. That was apparent. I thought he did a good job handling that without pretty much no reps. No live reps during the week." Loser: OLB Clay Matthews. 1 week ago, Matthews got a 15-yard roughing the passer penalty in the final 2 minutes that gave Chicago new life. Fortunately for Matthews, Green Bay's defense bailed him out. This time, Matthews wasn't as lucky. Packers rookie cornerback Jaire Alexander intercepted Minnesota quarterback Kirk Cousins with 1:45 left in regulation and Green Bay clinging to a 29-21 lead. On the play, though, Matthews was hit with a highly questionable roughing the passer penalty that gave the Vikings new life. Minnesota took full advantage, driving for the tying touchdown and 2-point conversion. "I don't even know where to start, to be completely honest with you," Matthews said. "I have so many emotions running through as far as what a terrible call it was. At the same time, I don't know what else to do. I don't know. You let me know. You tell me. Did I put pressure on him? I thought I hit him within his waist to chest, I got my head across, put my hands down. To call it at that point in the game is unbelievable. Last week, okay, shame on me. This week, that's unbelievable." Winner: W.R. Geronimo Allison. Allison, the Packers' No. 3 receiver, blocked a punt midway through the first quarter that rookie safety Josh Jackson recovered in the end zone. Allison also hauled in 6 passes for 64 yards. "He's a great player," Rodgers said of Allison. "He has a fantastic approach. He's a pro, and he's always putting his body on the line for the team. He's willing to play on those special teams as the third receiver for us and being a leader on those squads. And that's what you need starter caliber players on your special teams. Making plays, locked in, and he's one of those guys." Loser: pass defense. Green Bay's pass defense through 3 quarters was highly respectable, holding Minnesota quarterback Kirk Cousins to 206 passing yards and 1 touchdown. Cousins threw 3 fourth-quarter touchdowns, though, and had 219 passing yards in the fourth quarter and overtime. Cousins finished the day 35 of 48 for 425 yards, 4 TDS, and a passer rating of 118.8. "I don't know what changed, actually," Packers cornerback Truman Williams said. "There's a lot of ebbs and flows in the game. You always hope that you can ride that wave that you're riding on while you're riding high. But we also know that things change, you know. Things change throughout the game, and you have to be able to handle that. I still thought we played well throughout in spurts within that last quarter and a half. But we made critical mistakes. You know. For the game to continue going on. And those guys were able to move the ball a little bit better from that point. Got a little momentum. Winner. T.E. Jimmy Graham. 1 week after Packers prized free agent tight end Jimmy Graham caught just 2 passes for 8 yards, he had 6 receptions for 95 yards. Graham also caught what appeared to be a 12-yard touchdown in the third quarter. But the play was called back after a holding call on left guard Lane Taylor. Graham's 95 receiving yards were his most in a single game since November 7, 2016 when he played with Seattle. He's going to get open and make plays, Allison said of Graham. We have a lot of playmakers on this offense. Everybody's going to get their opportunity, you've just got to make the plays. Loser. CB Devon House. Green Bay's No. 5 cornerback was thrust into action after starter Kevin King was injured. Groin. Minnesota went to work on House. 2. Highlighted by a 75-yard touchdown pass from Kirk Cousins to Stephon Diggs. Winner. Ante Kenny Clark. Clark, a third-year player, has become a force for Green Bay. Clark had a third-quarter sack, which gave him 5.5 in his last 7 games. Clark also had a huge hand in limiting Minnesota to 3.8 yards per rush. Loser. Everyone. There's nothing more frustrating than devoting 3 hours, 37 minutes of your life to an event that doesn't produce a winner. That's how everyone on both sidelines felt Sunday after their tie was completed. We're too competitive and we're too good for that, Packers receiver Davante Adams said. We've got an All-American team right here. When you don't win when you're up the whole game, it's frustrating. Vikings linebacker Eric Kendricks said, we don't play for ties. It sucks. Green Bay kicker Mason Crosby might have summed it up best. It's gross, Crosby said. I don't like it. A tie is just weird.